What's up, guys? I bet you didn't think I'd be back again this quick. Today we are sipping on some Sweetwater Extra Pale Ale 420. It's a really good beer. I don't know if you guys have tried it or if you've got it in your state, but it's really good. So here we go. All right. So as you remember in the last class, we did the PHP class there. It was really tough. So today we're going to go in order here. So we're going to do HTML, CSS for our class. And HTML and CSS are kind of like the foundation of the internet. Think of HTML as the building blocks and think of CSS as the paint. So let's go ahead and click this one, get started. This one should be really easy. This one's going to be a gimme. So if you're brand new, you're going to love this. So let's go ahead and hit continue, start with our first lesson. Pow! All right, so HTML and CSS. HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. Hypertext means text with links in it. Anytime you click on a word that brings you to a new web page, you've clicked on hypertext. A markup language is a programming language used to make text do more than just sit on a page. It can turn text into images, links, tables, lists, and much more. HTML is the markup language we'll be learning. So I bet you guys already learned something right there that HTML is not actually a programming language. That actually makes programmers cringe a little bit. I don't care. HTML is the only thing that made me feel legit for years. But yeah, HTML is a really good skill to have if you're any way at all interested in understanding how web pages work and how those type of things happen. HTML is the building blocks to get on that road. So let's just skip to the challenge. You guys can listen. You guys can read the nostalgia stuff there. Go ahead and put 3 lines mentioned above into test.html, which is now blank. All right, doc type HTML. So this right here is letting it know what file type it's about to be reading there. So the HTML part is kind of like the opener. So think of an HTML document kind of like a body. So for every opening command, like the one up there, you're going to need to do one that's a closing command, and the closing command has the little slash there. All your elements are going to be inside of these little brackets right there. Let me zoom in a little bit for you guys to see. So you've got these little brackets right here, and this right here is like the bare minimum. Well, actually, you don't even need this part right here. Your document will probably still render if you put something right here. Like if I type something in between it, like good going, it'll pop up in the box right here, totally unformatted and everything, even though there's more parts to the HTML. So let's hit save and submit code. We don't want to waste too much time on just lesson 1 of HTML. So start next lesson. Basic terminology. So to learn more about HTML, we should learn how to talk about HTML. Already you've seen we use brackets a lot. So I just explained all of this stuff to you. Right here we have the first tag, second tag, some text, second tag, first tag. So the last exercise taught us how to set up our HTML file. Everything we do now will go between HTML and HTML. Practice makes perfect. One more time. So put in the doc type HTML, doc type HTML, and the capitalization actually has a difference. Contrary to popular belief, there is a difference in the capitalization between doc type and HTML. It was different version releases of HTML responded to different capitalization schemes. So let's start out with HTML, and then let's do the closer, HTML. Okay, save and submit code. Let's put something in here. Hello. Save and submit code, start next lesson. Alright, we are humming along. Everything in our HTML file will go between the opening HTML and closing HTML tags. We learned that last time. So add an opening head tag, a title tag. So these are the other elements that I was talking about. So remember whenever I was telling you that HTML is just like a body? So we've got the head here. And so inside of the head is the title. Like the title for this one is HTML Basics Code Academy. So if we wanted this to have something like that, inside of the head, we can nest it like this. We do title, and then we type HTML basics, and that'll be in the little tab for this one. There's no tab in this little browser here, but trust me, it's in there. So we close head like this. So you notice that you have head on this line, then you have title on this line, and head on this line. So that's the exact same thing as if I did it like this, whoops, and then just moved everything over like that. It's the exact same. It's just like this to make it easier to read and to keep things more orderly. So save and submit code. Whoops, we forgot to put my web page in there, but it still took our code. That's awesome. So this is a 14-parter, so we're going to be moving along pretty quick. So great job. To review an HTML file has both a head and a body. So next we're probably going to be adding our body, which is the other part of it. Body is where a lot of the content of your web page is going to go, whereas the head is like where the included things like your title and any scripts are going to go, like script references. You guys aren't going to need to know about that yet, so don't even worry if you don't understand those words. I don't know these words. Go ahead and save and submit code. Oh, we have to add paragraph tags. So here we go, formatting text. There's different tags. This one, just the letter P, is paragraph, I think. I kind of make up things that they stand for because I'm not that educated, but I know this very well. So you can, rest assured you can listen to me talk about it. So let's say that we want to make a paragraph about formatting text in HTML. Let's say that maybe we are kind of drunk in the process. All right, and so let's say we want to format this. You see how it's all squinchy and everything right here? Let's say we want the text to cut right around formatting. Let's add another P, right, yeah, like this. Then let's put the other P, closing P right here, and put another one right here, and another one right here. And it doesn't matter if it's uppercase or lowercase, you'll see. So you see it broke it up into 3 little paragraphs right there. So it's pretty cool. You can use it for a lot of different things. You could also use it for styling later on whenever we get into CSS, which is pretty cool. So we've got everything working there. Let's go ahead and save and submit code. All right, body elements. So paragraphs and headings. So it's probably going to ask us to use some of the heading tags. Heading tags don't go inside head, coincidentally. So create paragraphs in the body with p tags. So set up an HTML file with tags, title the web page, create the paragraphs. That's what we've done so far. So next, in the body section, create a heading tag, and to do this, create an h1 tag. So H1 is heading 1, which is like the most important of all headings, which is something like the title of my blog. And then close H1. Whoops. Close H1 tells it that the text beneath shouldn't be big. See? So if we remove this, or better yet, if we just move it over here, all the text gets big all of a sudden. And the only reason why this is getting smaller is because of the way this little box is formatted. Let's go ahead and move this up to the top here. Oh, what is going on? Come on. What the F? I don't like drinking beer. Alright, title of my blog, H1. So we've got a header, then create 2 paragraphs using P. So let's put a P there. Whoop, whoop, whoop. 2 times. Copy, paste, enter, paste, bam. One more time just for posterity. Save and submit code. This has got to be like some kind of new speed record or something like that. So they're trying to show you the hierarchy of heading tags right here. H1 is the CEO, H2 is the VP, and so on. Like I said, H1 is like the most important thing you're saying on the page. H2 and so on gets smaller and smaller and less important. Now, the advantage of this is that let's say you have a blog or something like that, and your big old blog title has a certain font, and then later on you want your title right here, let's say it's an H2, it's somewhat less significant, and you want it to have a different font, and then you want your paragraph text to have an even different font. Well, that's like where CSS comes in, but like that's the most common way I've seen all these headings tags use. More beer, Jesus Christ. Save and submit code. Don't even know what I'm doing. It's going to tell me though. H3 tags. So we're going to do H1, H1. Copy this, copy, paste, paste, paste. Copy this. Whoop. Paste, paste, paste. This, that, and the other. You see, at this point, I'm just totally winging it. This is like drunk Jedi, Juju, Metachlorian. Forgot the H5. Fuck me. Oh, shit. Alright, copy, paste, enter, paste. H5s. Alright, so H5 is as far as it goes. I don't think H6 really exists. It's kind of like... Don't forget to do what? Don't forget to add that third set of PPP tags. There's those directions we should be reading. Your current code only has one H1 heading and 2 paragraphs. Add an H3 heading before the second paragraph. Add an H5 heading after the second paragraph, and then add a third paragraph after the what? What? I bet we could do it like this and just get away with it. Watch this. Ha! Outsmarting the system. That's being a hacker. Using every heading. Nice work. Given that there are 6 heading lines altogether, we should make use of all 6. Add 3 more headings to the code, making use of H2, 4, 6. Make sure to close all your tags. Under each heading, add a short paragraph. Don't forget paragraphs need opening and closing PPP tags. So enter, boom, boom, boom. All right, so it looks like we have one in each one. Save and submit code. H6, that's no good. So I was not familiar with H6. Shouldn't be big at all. All right, adding images. So as you can see, HTML is pretty quick as indicated by how quick I'm going through it. It's very simple, it's super easy. You guys are probably having no problem hanging along. Either that or you're probably just really angry at me. So you've done an awesome job. Here's a quick summary of the things we've learned. HTML, blah, blah, blah. Add a title between the title tags. Okay. Create a H3 sized heading in the body. Did we already do all this? What? Start next lesson. Boom. You're going places. What if you wanted to send the user to another part of your website or another website altogether? You use hyperlinks or links for short. Ahref equals http www.codecademy.com, my favorite site, A. There's an opening A tag, and that tag has an attribute called href. The href value tells your link you want it to go, in this case, Codecademy. Then you have a description of your link between your opening A and your closing A tags. This is what you'll be able to click on. Finally, you have your closing A tag. All right, so it seems like it's really difficult, but it's actually really simple. So we're going to make a quick link to Google right here. We're going to do A, href, whoops, that's hred, equals quote, because what comes next is a string. So http://google.com. Ooh, little tenderonis hitting me up on this. All right, we're going to make this quick. Google.com/+geekblogtv. Subscribe. All right, and then close it. Oh, I'm going to zoom out one time so that this is all on the same line like it should be. All right, so ahref, http, google.com, geekblogtv, and then we're going to do a geekblogtv G plus. All right, and then we do close A. And this makes a link right here, and it goes to my Google Plus page, I think. Yep. All right, cool. Yeah, we made the link correctly. Internet's a little bit slow, but we got it. All right, save and submit code. We are good to go. Start next lesson. So adding images. You can add images to your website to make them look fancy. Use an image tag like so. Okay, cool. That makes sense. I was going to say, this must have been made before HTML5. And then I saw the little slash right there. So an image tag is different from something like a body tag in the sense that you're not going to have a close image tag afterwards. You just have the close part here at the end of the image tag. It's kind of backwards and you can't do it with all tags, but the image tag is just a little bit different. So we're going to be showing an image here. So let's scroll down. This is the image that it wants us to use. Let's open this up in a tab just to make sure that it still exists. Whoops. All right, hopefully you guys can't hear the music I'm listening to in the background because it is weird. So opening up a new tab, enter. There we go. We got our little ninja icon there. We're going to insert this image right here. Okay, so we're going to write this one from scratch just because I want to show you guys how to do it. So open the bracket, img space src equals quotes because it's a string. Don't worry about what a string is, just do it. Paste. End the quotes, okay? Then do space slash to end the image tag, and then a little close bracket there, and you see we've got our little ninja fella right there. So save and submit code, and that should get us to pass. Oop. Make sure to put in a second image tag. See, we didn't even follow the directions at all, just like some jackasses. So what we're going to do is we're going to write the second one right immediately after this here. We're going to do image source equals quote, paste quote, end, space, end. So we've got the ducky and we've got the ninja there. Save and submit code. Hopefully that passes us. Yep, start next lesson. 12 out of 14. We are cruising. So good work. You know how to add links and images to your website. Why not make that image a link? For example, so here's where we're going to get into nesting. So we're going to point it to codecademy.com. So let's make this one the nested one. The rubber duck is going to be a link to codecademy.com. So ahref equals quote http://codecademy.com. Quote this thing. Then we have to come over here unless we want everything to be a link, and then we close it right there before the next image. So you see whenever we mouse over this image, nothing happens. We mouse over to this one, and it becomes a link that links us to Codecademy. Yep, I spelled it correctly this time. Codecademy. All right, so finally we have our closing A tag. But this time, instead of using text inside the A tag, we use the image tag. Yep, it works. Yep, it looks like that's what they're looking for. Start next lesson, 13 out of 14. I can almost smell the tweet that's about to happen. Or maybe that's a fart. More beer. Ooh, that's the end of that beer. Once again, it is Sweetwater 420. You might not have it in your state, but it is really, really good, and get you some. Alright, so images and links, good work. Let's make sure you understand images and links before we move on to the review. Between the body tags, add 2 images using the image tag. One should be a link, the other should not. The link can go anywhere you want. After your 2 images, create a link that's just a line of text. It can link anywhere you want. Excuse me. So in the body tags, add 2 images using the image tag. One should be a link, the other one should not. So image source equals quotes. Paste the URL from the last exercise. Quotes again. Then do this. No. We forgot to close it. Space slash, then that. Then we hit ahref equals quote google.com. You can even do it like that. Quotes again. Make sure you use the same kind of quotes both times. Close the bracket. Hit it with the close A again. And then on the next one, we're just going to do the image straight up with no link. This should pass us for the lesson. 3 elements. One should just be link, one should just be a picture, and one should be a picture with a link. One should be a link. Alright. Oh, this one's also AH red instead of AH ref. That kind of helps. Alright. Text. Alright, let's see how much this worked. Yep, start next lesson. Bam. Congratulations, well done. You know the basics of creating a web page. If you're feeling lucky, go ahead and tackle the Build Your Own Web Page project. Yep, that's what we're going to do next. Hoo-ha. So, instructions. Click and save, submit code to complete the course. Save and submit code. Completing the course. Yes, I'm going to tweet that shit. HTML5 basics, motherfucker. Boom, boom, boom. I can't believe it. Actually, I can, because I've been doing HTML. This is the whole reason why I became a hacker, was because I was in an HTML scroller chat room back in the early 90s, like whenever the internet was just becoming a thing. Like the YouTube hadn't been invented yet, Google hadn't been invented yet, Facebook hadn't been invented yet. And it was the beginning of the internet because it just got invented. And so, like, I saw this dude using, like, colorful text, and it was all these different symbols and stuff, and it made shapes in the chat room. I was like, oh my god, how does he do that? And they're like, he's a hacker. And I was like, holy shit, I must become a hacker. So then, like, I started reading all this stuff on how to become a hacker. Meanwhile, it was becoming, like, deadly around security systems and stuff, but meanwhile, I couldn't make colored text. So I still can't make very good colored text, but yeah, at least I know HTML now, so that's the end of that tragic story. So I'll see you guys in the next lesson. I'm going to upload this one real quick, and yeah, hopefully you guys stuck along with me, and hopefully it didn't last hopefully it wasn't too quick. Alright guys, so last week we did PHP. This week we're going backwards. We're doing HTML and CSS. Hopefully you guys don't know it already, and if you do, we'll just have a little refresher course right here. So we're at 9%. We're on our first little lesson here. It's build your own web page, what you'll be making. Before we ask you to write a bunch of code, we think it's helpful for you to see exactly what you'll be making in this project. Check out the index.html file and the result tab for an example. We've made our very own web page, and as you can see, it is the next facebook.com right there. That shit is next level. Save and submit code. All right, cool. Start next lesson. So I'm looking forward to making this. Let's see. We've got the instructions right here. The web page is as blank as the day it was born. Let's add 5 things. So you'll remember the doc type tag from last time. So we do doc type and then HTML. And then we do the open HTML. And with all open ones, we do closed ones. Well, for the most part. And we'll give it a little bit of space. And here we write our head tags. Head tags are what contain the title, if you guys remember. So let's make the title my web page. Then we close the head. The next one is going to be body. And that's what's going to contain our content. Ah, okay, see this text coloring right here is messed up because head doesn't have a close bracket. Alright, let's put some blah 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 text in there just so we can see if it... Yep, it appears it works. Alright, save and submit code. Alright, 100 exercises. Hell yeah, we're doing pretty good here. Let's go ahead and tweet this one out. This one's pretty significant. Alright, cool. Tweeted that shit like a boss. Hit close. Next lesson. We're going to be blowing these out of the water. HTML is so easy. I recommend HTML to anybody that's wanting to get a started coding and messing with letters and symbols and things like that. So create an H1, which is our header tag. Now remember, H1 or H6, which one is the biggest one? I think it's H1. So create an h1 tag inside your body tags. Between your opening h1 and closing h1 tags, type your name for all to see. So let's pretend our name is blah blah. We're going to do h1 open, then h1 close. And as you can see, we have blah blah in very big letters right there. Now, what if we would have changed this to h6? It would have made it really small. Pretty cool. Save and submit code. We're doing pretty good. Start next lesson. Tell us about yourself. Your page is coming along, but it's not telling us much yet. You could use a paragraph or two telling your readers what your interests are, what you do for a living, how much you love learning HTML, and so on. Instructions. Insert 3 paragraph tags after your H1 tag, but before your closing body tag. Write a little bit about yourself in each of these 3 paragraphs. Okay, so first we're going to type pretty much like the rough template of what we're about to do here. So copy, paste, enter, paste, enter, paste. All right, and in here, I am boring. That is why my parents named me blah blah. Some people criticize, is that how you spell it? No. Me for having such a weird name, but I just think that is racially insensitive. What is your name? Save and submit code. There we go. You see, we got our 3 paragraphs broken out right there, right under our H1. Now, it said not to do it after the body. So what if we paste one of these? Let's copy it. Whoops. Let's copy it, and then let's paste it after the body and see what happens. It puts it on the page anyway. See, those are the quirky things about HTML that I just don't really understand. Technically, what we just did is incorrect, but it's still trucking and still working. No weird errors. So 5 out of 6. Give yourselves a pat on the back, guys. And let's go on to the next one. A picture's worth 1,000 words. Nice work. Your page is still looking a bit spare, though. A bit spare? I think he means a bit bare. Better add an image or two to spruce things up a bit. Remember, to insert an image from the web, you'll need to right-click and select Copy Image URL, then use this URL image tag. Instructions. Insert an image tag between your body tags. Feel free to put it anywhere. We think it would look best after your H1 tag, but before your P tags. You can make the source attribute point to any image you like. So I'm pretty sure this is the only Creative Commons image we have here on the page. So we're going to go ahead and see if we can find the URL for this. We're going to do copy image location. So here, we're going to do open image source equals quotes, because it's about to be a string. And then we close the quotes, and then we close this like so. Codecademy. You see, it works. Save and submit code. All right, start next lesson. Guys, we are doing this. We're totally finishing this today. Build your own web page. 6 out of 6. Link me. Great. There's only one problem. Your web page is like a house with no doors. There's no way to get in or out. We'll fix that by adding a couple of links. Add at least 2 links to your web page. You can turn an image or a bit of text into a link. You can even turn part of the text inside your paragraph tags into a link. Let's get right into it. So we're going to do open the brackets, anchor, href, which I guess is like hypertext reference, but we just make that shit up anyway. So http://google.com/plus geekblogtv. That's right. All right, this thing. And no, I'm not going to get into targeting. That's a little bit too early for this. And then we close it, of course, around this image here. So whenever we click the image, of course, we have google.com/geekblogtv opening up, and it's our little fan page. So my internet's pretty slow right now. I'm pretty sure I left some torrents running in the background, but you guys get the idea of things. So if you made it through this whole thing and you including at least 2 links, oh man, we messed up here. All right, ahref equals quotes. Now, whenever you're building a web page and you need to make a link and you don't exactly know what you're going to put in there, just put that pound sign, and it'll make it like a little dummy link right there. And pretty much, it's not going to go anywhere. You can click it all you want, nothing's going to happen. So we're clicking it, nothing happens. So let's go ahead and duplicate this just to get ourselves out of this lesson real quick.